Imagine having nothing left, no food, no hope. The last meal you prepare could truly be your last. But then, a simple choice transforms everything. Let's see what happens when a widow chooses faith. In the land of Israel, a great drought had struck. The rivers ran dry, and the crops failed. A widow, alone with her son, was preparing their last meal. There was no more food to be found. Despair filled the air. With no hope left, she stood over the fire, stirring her pot, knowing this was the end. But even in the darkest moments, God still has a plan. But then, a stranger appeared. Elijah, a prophet of God, was sent to deliver a message of hope and miraculous provision. He walked across the desert, led by a divine calling, and arrived at the widow's door. His mission was clear: bring God's message of faith, and through it, a miracle. As Elijah approached, he asked the widow for water, and then food. She had only enough flour and oil for one last meal, and then there would be nothing left. She looked into his eyes. Could she trust him? Could she trust in the word of a stranger who promised her God would provide? But in that moment, the widow made a choice. A choice that would change everything. She decided to trust in God's word. She gave Elijah what little she had left. With that single act of faith, she didn't just give food, she gave God her trust, her hope, and then, the miracle happened. The jar of flour didn't run out, and the jug of oil didn't run dry. Every day, the widow and her son had enough to eat, just as Elijah had promised. In the face of scarcity, God had provided. What seemed impossible was made real. Through her faith, the widow learned a powerful truth: God provides when we trust Him, even in our darkest moments. Her story teaches us all that faith isn't just believing in the good times, but trusting when we have nothing left. No matter how small the step of faith, God will meet you there. So, what about you? When life seems empty, when there's nothing left to give, will you trust that God will provide? Like the widow, you can take that leap of faith and see God work in your life in ways you can't even imagine.